back to our top story. Senators recommend the filing of graft charges against Health Secretary Francisco Duque. The Workers' Union of PhilHealth says they're willing to work with incoming Chief Dante Gierran. And joining us now is Maria Fe Francisco. She is the president of PhilHealth-WHITE, or Workers for Hope, Integrity, Transparency, and Empowerment. Good morning, ma'am. Thank you for speaking with us. Could you tell us what was your and your colleagues' initial reaction when you heard about the appointment of Dante Gierran?
Our first reaction when we heard about the appointment of Attorney Gierran was more of a surprise because we were requesting from the president to appoint an
doing the
expert
job
in
of
the
the
field
leader.
of social healthcare financing as provided for in the Universal Healthcare Law. But it was clarified by Secretary Harry Roque yesterday that Attorney Gierran is qualified and has met the qualifications as provided for in the law. And yesterday, in one of his interviews, we heard that he admitted that he is scared and that he is not familiar with the operations of PhilHealth and public health. And we appreciate his honesty and humility to admit that he is not familiar with the industry, and that speaks a lot about the person. So we appreciate that, his humility.
Ma'am, given that the problems within PhilHealth seem to be, they don't just lie with one person. It seems to be a systemic problem. Do you think it was a good idea to get somebody outside of PhilHealth to lead it now?
Well, that was precisely our concern also. But it was clarified by Secretary Malacanang that he is qualified to do the job. And then, so we're very willing to work with him. And he has to have his management team to assist him in the day-to-day operations, to immediately sit down with him. And we have recommended some officials from PhilHealth to be part of the management team. And the union should also be part of the management team.
All right. Do you have confirmation, ma'am, if indeed the union will be part of it?
Excuse me?
Do you have Yes. Do you have confirmation that the union will be part of the management team?
Actually, we haven't talked to him yet.
Okay, so you haven't spoken to him since he was appointed.
Yes.
What was your reaction to the Senate's recommendation, ma'am, that the criminal charges should be filed against Health Secretary Francisco Duque and other PhilHealth officials?
Well, that would mean vacated EXECOM, executive. Practically, it's the whole of the executive committee who will be filed charges. No, so that's why we're worried that Attorney Gierran, the new president and CEO, will be coming in with no EXECOM. So he has to choose his management team to work with him.
All right, so he does have a huge task ahead of him. Ma'am, could you describe to us how PhilHealth workers are coping amid this controversial investigation into the agency?
The workers are still, they're working, though they're demoralized right now because of what is happening. And that especially that we've heard that the EXECOM, our officers, the top level officers are going to be charged. And then, then we have to serve the members. We have to go to the office and continue serving the members, because that is that's what the members deserve, and that is what is expected of us. But we have been assuring the members that we'll just continue to work, and that hope that the PCO will hear the side of the concerns, will hear the concerns of the workers once he gets in the corporation and work with us.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us this morning. That was Maria Fe Francisco, president of PhilHealth-WHITE.